over them.
Yeah.
Hey, I can go through things too.
Yeah, if you want to
I
start
don't know
running
if you
through
really want to.
town, that might cause a bit of a stir.
So you basically see as you're running, but they're just going real fast, and they're going straight up. Plus, I mean, you're probably they're gonna get there way before you. But
They're going to drink everything that they would sell.
everything.
Yeah, I figure we are probably getting noticed because we're flying over town singing. So
You're singing old dragon sort of songs.
yeah,
Dragon warrior songs and shit like that.
yeah. So a little bit noticeable.
Stop those dragons!
Stop those dragons!
Yeah, because Mitney's going to be following us, so it is.
Yeah,
It's like
He
we
is
are.
follow.
Oh dear God! I'm going to try it to as they're leaving. I'm going to yell out to the sword, "Please don't let them drink all of it."
If a sword could shrug.
Just think of the influence on the younger dragon.
Have some goddamn decency.
Okay, so you get there, you drink quite a bit. This stuff is strong. A lot of the stuff you pick up. Roll me a d20, Cedric.
Is any of it in languages I recognize?
Well, what are your languages?
Common, Draconic, Giant, and Elven.
Yes, Elven.
Hmm.
Some of it is in Common, some of it is in
Oh, actually,
Elven.
I know all of these languages.
Ooh, okay. So there is Dwarven, there is Elven, there is Primordial, there is Draconic, and there is as well one last. What is it? Gosh, I always forget this
Relethian?
last one. No, not Relethian.
Damn,
Jeez.
that would be an awesome bottle.
Yeah, that would be a fucked up bottle. Deep speech.
Ooh. Yeah, so knowing this, I'm acting like a wine connoisseur, and O'Leary and I are going through and trying each one.
Okay, so you get about 2 bottles in, and you guys are just way too wasted. Both of you are just.
So are they conscious when I arrive?
No. They have drank 2 whole bottles.
Don't we even get a con save?
No. Your D20 was a con save.
I have a really good con save.
No. There's a point where you just drink too much, and you just can't. You've drank
so
3 whole cups of this stuff.
Yep.
And then 2
And
whole
then
bottles
started on the
of
alien
the
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that we're quite a ways in.
So as I arrive, I'm going to take and I'm going to lock up all the rest of the liquor
Hey, wait. Oh no.
No, you're unconscious. You're unconscious.
In my sleep, I'm having a nightmare that someone's locking up the liquor, and I'm telling them.
It's like you're just kicking, like going.
Is Mitney still awake?
Yes, Mitney hasn't drank.
I'm kind of like, hi, Mitney.
I'm hoping that Mitney is whistling one of the songs that we got stuck in her head.
Yes, she is.
It looks like they had too much to drink.
And
This is why
she
alcohol
goes,
is bad.
drink.
So we're going to turn her into an alehouse Drake. Is that what this is?
Most likely.
No, she will be an Ale House Dragon. There's not even a classification for them yet, but there will be.
Yep. Mooncarver just goes, "Oh, boys will be boys."
Yeah, I just wish they hadn't drank good stuff. They were already so drunk that it wouldn't have mattered what they drank.
We wouldn't have drunk a whole bottle of the stuff here, though. We were having a drink of one and then
You
moving on
drank
to the
2
next.
full bottles, is what Doc said.
2 whole bottles worth of multiple different
Yeah,
things.
two bottles worth, but we've opened like 15 bottles
Which
And
is a
take
damn shame.
and taken a bit out
Yeah,
of
I was
each.
about to say, I don't know that that's much better. I think I would have been rather out 2 regular.
Well, you'll
Or
just
not
you'll just have to leave us the open bottles to continue with them.
No, I'm not leaving you any bottles. Are there whatchamacallits here, right? Rooms to sleep in?
Yes, there are in fact rooms on the hammer ship.
I moved them each to a different room.
Old, dusty beds, but they're pretty comfortable.
It's okay. I put them each in a bed, and
Okay.
then I close them in the rooms. And do they lock from the inside or the outside?
Inside.
Then I do not lock them in.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
they
know.
lock from the outside, that's called a cell, not a room.
Yeah. There are cells.
No, I don't take them to a cell. I just take them to the first rooms that I find. So maybe it's a cell. I don't know. That's up to you, Doc.
No, there are not gonna be cells next to the bar. It's not a thing.
I'm probably not
Hey.
helping myself, but there probably would be.
Why?
For the drunken
A
idiots.
drunk tank, yeah.
A
Yeah, I
drunk
guess,
tank, hey.
No.
Oh, if there was a
Thankfully, this is a
that's where you're
soldier's.
going.
This is a soldier's thing. It's a transport ship.
Well, then
Well, it was
that's
before it
weird.
was stripped of weapons. Anyway, so you come back, locked up the alcohol, and everybody goes back to sleep. I'm guessing everybody goes to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I'm locking you up in my room in the house.
got it. So everybody goes to sleep. Mitney is sleeping with Cindric, sort of at the base of the bed. And is going to be there for quite a bit. Because Cindric is dead drunk. You all go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and yeah, what are you guys doing? Rava, Cindric, and Ularian are all fucking still asleep, still
Yeah.
fucking horribly destroyed. Well, not
Um,
Rava, but
I'm going to. That's a good question. I'm gonna get up and start cooking breakfast.
okay. You watch as some of the servants here, some of the invisible servants, are also cooking breakfast alongside of you.
Why is this spell still going?
Vaden comes in his bathrobe. What do you mean? Why is it going? Of course,
It's
it's
not
still
how
going.
cooking is meant to be done.
Oh, come on. They're perfectly fine.
Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try the barbecue recipe, and I'm gonna spend the whole day slow cooking barbecue, like
Ooh.
setting it up and slow cooking and all that awesomeness.
All right.
Nice.
I figure I'll wake up about the time it's finished.
Probably.
No, it won't be finished until dinner time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Casey, we can hear an echo from you.
Can you?
Yes. And if you think that you're going to be getting some, you're funny. You drank so much.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
It's Olarian's fault anyway. If you notice, I only do it when he's around.
He's a bad.
He's a bad
Impression.
influence on me. Yeah.
I like how I'm not the bad influence.
Well,
The one with all of the drugs is not the bad influence.
yeah, exactly. Mr. Drug Dealer over there.
I have not sold drugs to anyone.
Okay, drug consumer over there.
I haven't consumed any.
you
of their
actually
stuff too.
you are still a dealer because you're dealing them out to Rava, whether you're charging
That is
for them
true.
or not.
That only happened once. Once.
Once is enough to make
No.
you a dealer.
That's not true. Also, twice.
No, the last time he took it for himself.
Gave it to him also before.
Yeah,
When?
yeah,
At
you
one
have.
point. Yeah.
When?
Gave him
No.
a fruit.
No,
Yeah.
he took fruit, remember?
No, you gave one to him as well.
I don't.
And also,
actually
you were
remember.
all super, super fucking high when you went to Kilarin's place. Where you,
Yeah, but I
you-
didn't. I did not
first got it.
instigate that.
You
Yeah.
cooked that and then provided it to them,
Yeah.
I was under the influence of it.
but you still provided it to others as well.
But I was.
You're still a dealer. Still a dealer.
I hope you enjoy the slow cook barbecue.
You should use some of the potion stuff in the chest as ingredients. See what
Mm,
happens.
I'd have to be high to do that.
Which means there's what, a
Just
50-50
the black
chance?
sludge. Yeah. Ugh. I can't
Yeah.
believe you fucking destroyed all of those potions. There were fucking 6 good potions in there.
Well, I didn't do it deliberately.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Uh-uh.
You should have stopped the first thing you shattered.
Exactly.
Well, now, what have I ever done that would make you think that I would do that?
You still haven't even tried using the decanter or the picnic basket.
Nope.
Yeah.
Those look like food stuff. I figured that would be stuff he would try.
Well, that's the other thing I'm going to do today is play with those.
Okay. How are you going to play with them?
Very, very carefully.
You
Well, I'm
open
gonna...
up a decanter?
Yeah, I open the decanter and I pour some into a cup.
Water. And it's constantly flowing after you open it.
So it's a thing of decanter of endless water.
Yep.
Majigger. Because I mean, you remember I told them that they could identify this stuff.
Yes.
And then what was the other thing? A food
Picnic
thing?
basket.
Yeah, I look inside the picnic basket.
As you open it, it transforms into a huge picnic of a bunch of different sandwiches with deli meats and all sorts of cheeses and olives and all sorts of, it's basically a big picnic.
Oh, that's very nice of them to make an item like this. I tuck that away.
Okay.
Actually, I'll probably give that to Alarian. Oh, I'm also going to be using the magic slow cooker for the barbecue. I don't
Yep.
know if I need to state that explicitly, but I definitely
No,
will
I
be
figured.
doing that.
I figured you were, You open it up and it goes and steams very nicely. Then you put a rack of meat on it. Do you go to the local butchers?
Oh,
Get
yes.
some nice boar meat.
Yeah, nice, fresh, whatever they have that's nice and fresh and
Boar. Lots and lots of boar.
fantastic.
Because there's a huge forest right next to her.
Makes sense.
So you get lots and lots of boar, put it on, and slow cook some ribs.
Nice.
And,
I mean, that's what I'm doing for the majority of the day.
Okay, so once Rava and Cindric and Alarian get up, what is Rava and Cindric doing? Let's start with Rava.
I have no specific plan actually.
No, really.
Yeah,
Rava doesn't have a plan. You don't say.
Wander around
I-
causing trouble.
yeah. I don't plan. I react, and so something has to happen for him to. Yeah.
I think the closest he came to having a plan was with the guards and the key.
Hey, that was a great plan.
I didn't say it was a bad plan. Didn't say it was a plan either.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Great. Just totally. Rava saved the day. It's awesome.
So what's Cindric going to do then?
That's basically what he does when he wakes up.
Wake up
Yep.
drunk on a ship.
Mitney mimics you and goes, "Oh."
Exactly. I'm gonna basically spend a very slow morning with Mitney. Possibly have a walk and or fly around
Of shame.
around the site of the excavation.
Yeah.
See how that's doing, and also check on the guards that are training with the drakes, and kind of where
She is very loudly whistling the songs that you guys sang last night.
and that's not nearly as entertaining when I'm sober.
No, not. So, but you do begin to go down the rounds, and you check on the guard drakes. All of them have begun training or have been trained. You see that Carmine has trained a number of them. He has the full plate and the great sword and everything like that. He's all about it, in fact. So all of them are trained by a number of different people.
Brilliant.
What else would you want to check on?
The excavation site.
The excavation site is continuing on smoothly. It'll probably be about another 2 weeks or so before the next part of the dungeon is open.
Brilliant.
The next part is going to be a big one. That's what they say, at least. So they can already see that there's another part of it. But yeah. What else?
Check on your drunk friend, perhaps, or hungover friend.
Well, yeah, I suppose I will at some point also check on Olarian.
Olarian is has rolled out of bed and has made himself some hair of the dog and has basically started walking down out of the ship, away with a glass back to his home.
As I greet him, I kind of chuckle and I say, "Well, it seems like I vaguely remember you going from not having a bar to having 2 bars."
The first time during the day, when I see Cindric, I will inform him that he drank all the alcohol on the ship.
Alarian goes, "Why am I not surprised? It certainly feels like it."
But what a night! What a night to remember. Can you remember?
No.
I remember.
What a night not to remember.
Pepper's
Those are the
Farms
best
remember.
nights. He takes a
Yeah.
swig of the hair of the dog. Ugh.
We have a very slow day.
Yeah. Definitely a very slow day. And it pretty much transforms into all of you basically doing much of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But
I do spend some time with
having a very
Mitney,
nice-
as always, yeah.
right, of course. Having a very nice restful day. Roll me cooking, Bogart, to see how well your barbecue comes in.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Cooking.
Who do we get to check off the ingredients to find out how many of them are illicit?
So this is
Hey, we can
going
do that.
to have another +3, and then anything the slow cooker does. So 24 because advantage.
Right. So +1 because of the slow cooker.
And then +3 because of the skillet.
Well, you're not using the skillet.
Oh, that's right. I'm not.
Slow.
Yeah, you don't unless you're putting the slow cooker in the skillet.
I don't know why you do that. That's
Well, I
kinda
mean,
weird.
I figure a meal like to actually like I understand that like the barbecue would be
Right,
the main
right.
course,
Yeah,
but there
yeah,
would
yeah.
be other
So
portions.
you're
that-
like, you're probably doing vegetables and everything like that as well for
yes, I
Yay.
do cook food for Rava because he likes that. Because he's weird than Rava.
How dare you?
It's a compliment.
And an insult.
and you come out with beautifully slow cooked for the entire day boar meat, ribs, and pork chops, basically glazed with the recipe sauce.
Fantastic.
And there's this sort of almost what's the word? Sitcom moment, I guess you could say, or not sitcom. Family moment of everybody around the table in the house, where Bogard comes out with big oven mitts with the big, plate filled with meat, and Vaden comes out helping him with the plate of vegetables and fruit and all that, and everybody's sitting around and everybody starts digging in, and there's just
Then the
that
bomb
moment.
goes off.
Then a bomb goes off and everybody dies. No,
Oh no, I was just
there's
thinking.
that moment of
I was thinking
of,
the
like,
classic superhero show where everyone's sitting around the
Yeah.
table, then a bomb goes off outside, and they all have to rush off.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, or even worse, a dragon comes in and starts attacking.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cindric would probably be happy.
that would be cool.
But there's that moment of just happiness across everybody's faces, and everybody just sort of eats enjoys, takes that time to themselves and with everybody else that day.
So who wants to know what the special ingredient was?
I thought Vaden was checking for that.
I did.
He was checking to make sure it was there.
It's not. It isn't. Listen. All right.
Go on, then. What is it?
Special ingredient is a special giant spice. That I got in the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a spice made by giants or of giants?
I don't think it's made with giants. That would be very odd. It wouldn't taste very good.
How do you know? Have you tried it?
I'm a man of a number of knowledges.
So you have eaten giants.
Yeah, he gave me this list.
He give you a list of giants he's eaten? That seems quite specific.
Yeah, that's the list that he gave me. Sure. That list.
You guys are being weird. And you're talking very loudly. I'm trying to sleep here. Shh.
It's dinner time, Rava.
No, it's sleeping time. I checked.
Wasn't Ghoul gonna fix some of that?
Ghoul did try and use Greater Restoration, and it didn't work.
Do we have any idea where Ghoul has gone?
Nope.
Odd.
He's probably trying to find another killer wolf.
You know that sometimes he does this. In fact, he has done this before.
Yes,
Like, I'll be right back, but guys, and then he comes back like, haha.
There's always
That is
one in every game, I've noticed. There's always the one player whose character goes away randomly without telling anyone.
Yep. And usually it's Sigurd.
Or Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor only does it in character.
True.
So, the next day, I suppose I'd go check and see if there been any news back about the postings.
There has been some news back about the posting. Yes. There have been 3 different people who have come up and asked, well, not asked, but basically
Offered their service.
offered their services, yes. There is a master dwarven smith, a master human smith, and a elven master craftsman.
Cool. Dwarven, right? They make good fortresses.
Yeah, what's the
Do they have
elf's
credentials?
specialty?
All of their specialties are buildings. It's architecture.
I'm not phrasing this question right then. What are they like? Okay, the way I'm thinking in my brain is like a dwarf will make something extremely sturdy. A human will make something versatile. What would an elf make?
Pretty.
So we don't need the elf.
Yeah, probably pretty. Very, very functional. Very, very unique.
Artsy fartsy.
Artsy fartsy. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Lovely.
Yeah. Or the other thing that's the opposite of that.
Yeah, I'd say hire the dwarf that will make something super sturdy that will stand the test of time, and then once we get up and going, if we want to like put artsy stuff on it, we can always
Hire an elven
Come back.
decorator.
yeah.
A dwarven craftsman and an elven decorator.
The elven decorator would fucking hate decorating the thing.
That would be great though. Like, and they can, and they can have this like always scrub. Never mind.
But you see,
Okay.
I had this idea of the two working together in my head, and then I was like, wait, that won't.
No,
Like half the castle gets a certain aesthetic, the other half gets Outmarble.
yeah.
There's a line throughout it, like you take that side, I take that side.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, what are their credentials, and how long / much materials will they need?
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Someone's at my door, but I'll be right back, and I'll tell you.
Okey-dokey.
I'm really not sure where we should be headed now.
We need to get ready to defend the planet, remember? From evil space invaders?
Oh no, I understand the goal we're heading towards. I'm just not sure how best to head towards it.
Fortify our position and power. I think we need to move ourselves up politically a little bit.
So take over the town.
I wouldn't say like take over it immediately, but like institute ourselves in the political process here at least.
Aren't we kind of?
I mean, I think,
there.
yeah, exactly. I think we've already
Well,
done
no,
that.
in an official capacity is what I mean. Like right now, everything is unofficial. Like actually, we're going to have the land. We are going to have titles. We are going to actually have more than just the
be in
contract that we
charge.
have with them right now. Yes. Like, yeah, the mayor will still run things, but instead of us going to ask him to do things, he comes and asks us to do things.
So take over the town, like I said.
Yeah. Kind of.
I'm going to quote, Rick and Morty here for a second. It's like slavery with extra steps. I say take over the town. You say all this other stuff, but it's taking over the town with extra steps.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the mayor's been a good guy. He hasn't gone back on his word. He hasn't tried to screw us in anything, so you shouldn't, like, trample all over him. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
we have a spaceship now.
And a dragon.
I don't know that you want to, if I were you, I would not present her in an offensive capacity and make her something to be feared. I would try and, like, we're the thing to be feared, not
Oh, no,
her. You don't want people fearing the first dragon
I'm
back.
not saying fear her. I'm saying be in awe. There's a fucking dragon there. We're the ones that brought the dragons back. Kind of. Enough that we can say that, I'm getting really annoyed by the Pokemon game that I'm playing while we wait.
I'm just going through easy solo stuff in Diablo 3 that I like only need one hand and a mouse on my mouse to do.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the same, but I'm playing the Pokemon Go online game. But I have a mission to do 500 damage to my opponents, and the last 3 games, I've gotten rid of their first Pokemon, and then they've just submitted the game to me, and I've won by default. And it's like, I'm not trying to win games, I'm trying to deal damage. Stay
that's
here and
wonderful.
let me punch you. You know? I want you to stand there and let me punch you. Don't just look at me and say I'm going to beat you and leave.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, people going for their weekly, like, I'll do that. If I know that, like, I'm going to lose a match, I'll just concede so I can start another match.
Yeah, you're the kind of person I hate.
I'm sorry, it's efficient. It's efficient for my time.
It's not efficient
I know
for my
it's-
time.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's better than the people that just sit there and take like 10 minutes on every turn. I hate those. Like, they have one of those super complicated decks that has like 50 bajillion things to do in a turn, and their turns take like literally almost 10 minutes. I cannot stand playing against.
There's a timer on this, though. You can't take that long.
The timer is only in between individual acts. Like, if you have a bunch of different stuff you can do as much as you want, as long
Okay, I see what you
the
mean.
timer ticks. Like, there are people who like activate abilities of all of their bench Pokemon. Like, there's a lot of the steel decks that are like that, where it's like, and then this ability lets me put an energy from here to here, and then here to here, and then this ability lets me change this to my active Pokemon, and then I'm going to retreat it so that energy goes back into my discard, so I can put the energy on this Pokemon. Like, it gets ridiculous the way some people have.
I kind of do that with my Psychic deck.
Yeah.
I have three Pokemon that let me shift Psychic energy from one Pokemon to another.
Yeah, and I don't mind it as long as, like, if it's somebody that I know that I'm playing, but if it's like a random match and I'm trying to get my weekly, I'll concede. I don't care. If your turns are taking that long, I'll just take the loss and 2 points and go try and get a win.
By the way, the Game of Thrones deadline for spoilers has passed now, right?
I think we've already discussed
Uh,
that everyone that was watching it has watched it.
I would say make another chat for Game of Thrones.
No. I don't want. I don't have that much to say about it.
Arya was
It doesn't
fucking
matter.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say.
Badass. Yeah.
That was the
Well, I
best
mean,
scene ever.
yeah. It's like-
I first thought it was a flashback.
Oh no, I knew right away. I said that's not him. But it was just the perfect way to do it. Just such a perfect way to do it.
Yes.
Oh, that was. It was just artful. It was amazing. She's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, it was badass. It was weird. The Ed Sheeran cameo was very weird.
I didn't even know who he was until my wife said that he was some famous guy that was cameoing.
Hmm.
But it was just a pointless scene.
Yeah,
It was a waste of space.
it was.
And that wasted 5 minutes was annoying.
Hmm.
But I don't think it ruined the episode.
Oh no, and I think they just wanted to get the plot line like I'm going to King's Landing and I'm going to kill the Queen. Like that's the part that they wanted to get across.
Yeah, I thought the scene with Sam was quite funny.
All right.
Yeah.
The time
Dude,
lapse.
I almost lost
Yes.
it. I hated that, all that puking. I was like, okay, this is too much. Stop. I'm gonna puke.
Oh, it was
No.
so funny. that was so funny.
Yeah. So they're okay. Sorry, go ahead, Doc.
So unfortunately, I have to go because I have to cook for my my family because my mom isn't here. But
We all level up.
no. But
Hey, we did shit.
I will say that what's the word? The word you used.
Level
Take
up.
over, huh? The
The
universe?
word you used.
I
Level
used a
up.
lot of words tonight.
No. The word you used. The credentials. The credentials.
Yeah.
of the Dwarven Smith
Mhm.
is that he's been working for about 40 years now. So only about 10 of the 50 years has he not been working. He is a master smith. His name is Gundren Rockseeker. So if you write that down, Gundren Rockseeker.
Whoever's writing down the non-dragon stuff, write that down.
And he is basically not only a master smith in that he can smith weapons, armor, things like that, but he also does custom order buildings, architecture, things like that, because he was a smith during the time of when he was enslaved for a very long time.
Oh. So don't tell him that you're going to take over the world. Okay? Okay, so let's just not bring that up.
Well,
But
I
we
mean,
also decided we're going to take over the town, though.
yeah, like baby steps.
Oh yeah, by
First
the
the
way.
town, then a country, then the world, then the.
So
Yeah.
what?
Well, okay,
so what you're
but
saying there
are-
is I should not ask him how it feels to be working for a dragon again.
If you did that, I would backhand you. I mean, I'm just saying I would. It would happen.
That would
that's
be
just-
so funny.
No, that's not. No, and then he would leave, and then he wouldn't make it. And I mean, does
and then we
anybody
would
else?
tell him he has to stay.
Does anybody else think that the elf or the human should be
No.
like even hiring the dwarf?
Just
Hiring
for,
the dwarf.
just for torment purposes, if nothing else.
Oh my god! Don't. Swear.
This is player torment, not character torment.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna find something to hold over your head. So maybe it's the fact that I'm slowly turning into a dragon.
Yeah, but I'll be a dragon before you are.
I still am going to turn into a dragon.
As long as it's after me, I'm okay with that.
I need to go find a high-level wizard. Just polymorph. Just needs to be able to.
There was a high-level wizard you could have gone for the first fucking quest, but you guys never went to him. He was a fucking half-giant.
That's the
I
problem.
blame Casey for that.
I blame Doc. If you had made him a half dragon, we would have been there much quicker.
Half dragons are weird.
He's probably dead by now, of old
Oh.
age.
Oh.
Good. Do we get XP for him?
No, you didn't kill him. He died of natural causes.
Well, no. If he died of old age waiting for us, then I think we should get credit.
He didn't die waiting for you. No. Anyway, so that's the game.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
session, guys.
Sweet.
Sorry again
session.
for being late.
Level up
Sorry.
then and ready for next week.
No level.
No.
Hey, I
level.
did all that scrubbing for nothing.
All that scrubbing for nothing. Sorry.
No, you did not do all that scrubbing for nothing. Now that place looks amazing.
How,
It
how,
does
you-
look amazing.
You did
Hey.
a great job, and I
Ben,
rewarded
Ben.
you.
Actions that do not reward XP are not worth doing. So,
how many
Yeah.
bottles?
sadly.
Are-
How many bottles
That's
did
my-
we kill?
How many
Yeah,
bottles?
exactly. How much?
All of the alcohol that was in that ship is now gone.
Exactly. So we should get XP for killing those.
Yeah, what's
Anyway.
a CR for a bottle?
I will see you guys later.
See ya.
So yeah,
Bye-bye.
I think we're getting cheated, not getting XP for all of that.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot to mention that we should get XP for defeating that kid.
Yeah.
My God.
Awesome.
We never went over what happened to him in character, actually.
Nope.
I took him back to his house and we never spoke of it again.
Nope.
But
That's probably for the best.
so for Monday, that ship that's being built over 3 years,
Yep.
the carrier mini one, can I have the communication set up in my ship transferred to that ship? Because I want that to be my new ship.
Yeah,
that I,
certainly. I will tell you that that will probably be in the aftermath, because I don't think we're going to be going 3 more years further on. I think next session, providing anyone takes the hint, I think we'll probably reach the apex of the game before we get 3 years on further.
Okay. What makes you think that we'll take a hint, though? When have we ever took a hint?
Well, actually, in a couple times, people have watched the YouTube videos where I've been very blunt and have taken the hint. And if anyone has watched the Tuesday video yet, you'll see what I mean if you watch.
Oh, I go out of my way to not let things you put in those videos impact my choices in character.
Well, what I've actually
That's just
what I've
me
actually
playing,
done,
though.
what I've actually done in that video is I have highlighted something that was said in character that I think out of character people have probably forgotten about. Because I think something was said, and I'm hoping that Jamie watches the video specifically, because something was said especially from Sveltman to Teal that was quite a key point that has kind of been mentioned once and then never brought up again.
I was about to say, I hope it's not another one of the things that I brought up. And it's like, I find that a lot of times when you're like, this, they said it, and then it was just like nobody ever acted on it, and it's like, that's because nobody wanted to do it.
Well,
I told them, but they don't listen.
I think a couple of people quite early on talked about doing something about Sanshara.
Yeah.
And then no one ever made any draws in that direction.
Well, we did. We were establishing power, though. We said that if we want to take on Sanshara, we're just not strong enough for it right now. But I don't think that that's entirely the case. But I don't know enough about the Rod of Law. I think if we go fight Sanshara, I will be immediately dominated and have no control over anything. And that may or may not be true, but I don't know.
Yeah. The main thing of it is if you are looking to gain power until you can question him in military might, you're never going to be.
No, I believe the plan discussed was we are going to get enough so that we can assault Brawl from all sides as a distraction while we actually have a small insurgent team go and fight him directly.
Yeah.
So to kind of catch him off balance. That was our plan. And we were building up a base to where we could attack in, but...
Yeah, the problem is, and I think this is possibly the point that people have not thought through, but he controls all of the spheres within about 4 months travel of Brawl.
Yeah.
So how you would get a fleet to Brawl, to assault Brawl.
Oh, well, we're going to make our way through those spheres.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You would be gathering enough military might to fight through 4 months of spheres, and you'll never get enough military force to do that.
Well, if we can clear up the conflict that the elves have on the other side with the Black Void, and then we can have the full weight of the Elven Armada, that may work.
Guys, I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. It's bedtime.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Later.
I'll see everybody on Monday.
Yep.